What is up, YouTube? This is Bahamut Raven speaking, and I am back with Trails of Cold Steel 2. Now, it's been a while since I last recorded any of this, and I know that I said I was on a hiatus, and it's still true to an extent. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'll be back making 3 videos a week. But I do want to get back recording these videos because I really don't like the idea of leaving all of this unfinished. So here I am. In the last video, as far as I can recall, we managed to clear Act 2-2, and now we're supposed to start Act 2-3, so let's get things ready. But first and foremost, let's talk to Toa. Oh, Rin, did you see the request from Klein and Hebel? Yeah, it sounds like they've run into something pretty serious. You read the details too, right? About an airliner being hijacked and the passengers being taken hostage? Yeah, this will usually be a matter for one of the armies, but with the war going on, they can't spare the manpower. That's when the two of them decided to step in and take matters into their own hands. And if we can, we'll be sure to go and help them out too. And where did it say they were currently waiting? The Isengard range, right? Right. Apparently the hijacked airliner is being kept somewhere near there. I know their exact coordinates too, so just let me know when you're ready to go. We'll get you right there. And then you have to talk to her again. You gotta skip this dialogue because it's really nothing special. And if you go to choose a destination, we will unlock some new places to land. We can go to the Isengard range, and if we do that, we start Klein and Hebel's next side quest. We can go to Ruhr, the Saxon Iron Mine, Schwarzrock Barrier, and we can now fly to the 4 spirit shrines that were discovered. Those being the Ignis Shrine, the Arya Shrine, the Terra Shrine, and finally the Aqua Shrine. The main story will advance when we will complete one of these shrines, so if you want to do the side quest, best to do it now. And that's
where do you want to go?
And that's exactly where we're gonna go. So give me a second, I will lower the game audio just slightly. There we go. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is actually inside the Courageous. Alright, I'm gonna go on turbo mode because, believe it or not, I have been re-recording this part. I was trying to record it before the announcement of the hiatus, but I simply had to cancel all that. Okay, floor 4, inside the close combat training facility. Now that we have loggings, we have unlocked the higher levels of physical combat training, but we'll do them later. First, I want to talk to Alan. And this will upgrade his notebook. Then we also have to... where is it? Yeah, Emily. And we also update her notebook. Next up, I want to go to the 2nd floor. Also, there is a hidden event here with Alfin and Elisa, but it's nothing major. I will show it, just not gonna read it. Just pause if you want to read the dialogues. It's just some comments between Alfin and Elisa saying how happy they are about what happened in Ruhr in Act 2-2. As well as kind of teasing both Rin and Elisa about their relationship. like I said, nothing serious. Okay, next up I want to go to the second floor. And I want to go... where was it? It should be somewhere around here. Oh yeah, here she is. You go to the library and talk to... No, not here. To Dorothy. Oh, right, you want to talk to her so you can buy some stuff. Most importantly, you want to buy the pasta recipe book. There's never enough for completion's sake, Jesus. There we go. And we got the rich carbonara recipe. Me being an Italian guy, I can approve of a good plate of carbonara. What does it do as a dish? Heals for 4000 HP and cures freeze, petrify, and faint. Not bad. That's just the regular version of the dish, by the way. Okay, next up, I suggest you go to the game room and play Blade with the characters that you want to play with. I'm gonna do that off screen, so I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, I played with Blade with everyone I wanted. Next up, I'll go to the first floor. And I want to go and talk to Angelica, because her too has a profile page to give us. That's how we discovered that the ship has an autopilot feature. As a matter of fact, I want to check George's shop, because I think at this point... Nope. Yeah, I can make the strongest elemental quartzes, those being Ancient Glyph for Earth, Maelstrom for Water, Purgatorial Flame for Fire, and Rachna Vortex for Wind. These are pretty powerful arts. We will get our hands on them pretty soon. I will not, I repeat, will not make them right now, because I am trying to save the Cephid I have to finish upgrading all the slots, which is something that I'll probably have to do sooner rather than later, since all of my characters right here are doing somewhat decent, but they do need the upgrades badly. Milium in particular, but I'm not gonna use her in the endgame, so I'm fine with leaving her as is. Same goes for Machias. I might upgrade Machias later down the line, but I really need to check that out. For now, I'll just leave things as they are and focus on my main party. Okay, now that we have gone through all that we needed to do, I should be warning you, from Act 2-3, all of the 5 cryptids that you can face in the game have become available. One more has appeared in Nortia Highway 2, and the other one in the Izergon mountain range, exactly in the point where you began the game. But, like I said for the first few cryptids, I could attempt them, but I'm gonna do that later, since they are pretty powerful and do deal a lot of damage, and I really don't want to play with them just yet. Alright, let's start with the side quests right now, because we have a lot of ground to cover. First, you want to go to the 4th floor, and most specifically, you want to head to the infirmary. Wait, it's, wait, was it the 4th floor? No, it was the 2nd floor. I'm an idiot. Come on, get a move on. Thank you. And here we start with probably the longest side quest of this video. I'm gonna try to speed it up as much as I can. Huh? A letter? Oh right, it's probably from Phantom Thief B. This must have been what he meant by where the blue cross indicates. Ring took the letter, confirming that the sender was exactly who he thought. Yep, this is him alright. What should I do though? Honestly, I'm half tempted to just cram it in my pocket and keep going about my day. I wouldn't do that if I were you. No, I think I should read it. What if it's about a crime he's already committed? My points exactly. I hate to just be sitting on this until later, only to find out when I read it that it's too late to undo any harm he's done.
To my dear friends in Class 7.
Oh, thank goodness I don't have to voice this, for now.
I've taken the liberty of preparing an enjoyable diversion to spice up your mundane day-to-day lives a little.
Well, look at that. I'm already regretting opening this thing. I continue to watch your radiance from afar, ever dazzled by its brilliance. That radiance is no doubt the fruit of the bonds you share with one another, bonds which today I wish to test. I wish to see how you act when the seeds of distrust and discord are sown among you, and I shall be watching from close by. To witness so rare and priceless an occasion, I will be stealing from you one of your beloved classmates. Wait, what?
I hope you'll enjoy this little experiment. I know I certainly will.
You son of a... Steal one of our classmates? Damn, I have to tell the others about this. There's not a moment to wait.
Now, let the game begin. Dance for me a beautiful dance, each step replete with uncertainty.
That's him! Can't believe he was able to access the ship's intercom system, even the lights. Oh, they're back on now. I need to hurry and check on the others. Like I said, guys, sit down, get a snack or something. This is gonna take a while. Anyway, that's why I asked you all to come here, but... everyone seems to be present and accounted for, at least to me. Perhaps that whole business about him stealing one of us was a lie then. I don't know, he doesn't seem like the type who'd go to all this effort and not follow through. Do you think he's already struck? Stole a member of Class 7 and assumed their identity? No way! If he did, he's a true master of disguise. Everyone looks the same as ever to me. I don't know if this is related to the current situation, but... after the lights came back on, I found this car in the Orbital factory area downstairs. That's one of B's calling cards. Can I have a look at it? The theft has been conducted successfully. I am now among your number. So Angelica was right then. Wait, there's more. Having established that, allow me to lay down the rules for our little game. Green Schwarzer, you shall take up the mantle of detective. Your mystery is to discover whom among you I have replaced. To make things a little more interesting, I will allow Sylphid to aid you as your assistant. Me? What a twisted man. This is all just some game to him. Naturally, I have not taken the place of the detective or assistant, and not of your tutor either. I have assumed the identity of another member of Class 7. I misread that, but I don't care. I look forward to your struggles to discover which one. Here's to your success. So we're all potential suspects then. I sure hope you didn't choose Emma. If we exclude Reen, Fee, and Instructor Sarah, that leaves 8 people that could be him. It's starting to sound kind of fun. As long as you're not suspecting me, then it wouldn't be much fun. Before we begin, however, I would like to set forth 2 rules, in the interest of a fair and enjoyable game, of course. Rule 1. Questions must concern events that happen after you went your separate ways from the bridge. Inquiring about things that happened before, then, or about personal information I could not possibly know is strictly forbidden. Rule 2. You may not consult with anyone outside of Class 7. That includes the Purple Lightning. Should you violate either of the rules, I can offer no guarantees of the safety of your missing member. I would assume that by now you know me well enough to realize this is no idle jest. Well, that's everything. Sure can fit a lot on these cards. Yeah, that's true. How did he do that? Toa, don't say anything that might break the second rule. Yeah, for their sake, I think it'd be best for us to just keep our mouths shut and let them figure this out now. Indeed, we can't risk putting whoever he's taken hostage in danger. I guess I'm the off-limits camp too. Can't say I'm real thrilled to think that creep is sitting right here among us. Indeed, especially when we can't even help Class 7 identifying him. Just leave this to us. We'll get him. Well, okay. For now, I think it would be best for us all to leave the room then. We'll be sure to tell everyone on board to stay away from this room too. Good luck, everyone. Alright, we're finally ready to get this started. Now we just need to decide how we're going to work this route. Sorry, I'm just sitting more comfortably. The first rule is gonna be a pain. The one where we can only ask questions about things that happen after we all split up after being on the bridge? Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for that, this would be a fairly simple matter. True. I doubt he'd know what we had for dinner yesterday, for example, but all of us would. Which means that the rule exists so he has plenty of time to savor the enjoyment before we work out the answer. Give me a break. So, which one of us is pretending to be then? I don't really like having to doubt each other like this. He did say his intention was to test our bonds. I suppose this is one way to do that. Yeah, one twisted way. You worked something out yet, Irene? I wish. So far I got nothing. How about you? Same here. Maybe we should give everyone a pat down. Wait, what? Well, I guess that's not technically in violation of any of the rules. Then I see no harm in doing so. Someone's eager, someone else is not, probably. But don't worry, I'll handle the girls, Rin can do the boys. Well, I suppose that's fine then. You seem strangely reluctant. I thought so. You're him, aren't you? What do you mean, you thought so? If you ask me, you're more likely to be the rat. Although frankly, I find it hard to believe that any imitation could capture the sheer arrogance that seeps from your every pore. I take it back. I find it equally ludicrous to think any impostor could duplicate your ability to overreact to the slightest provocation. Well, looks like these two are the same as ever. I think we're letting ourselves get a bit sidetracked though. Yeah, let's get on with this pat-downs. Rin only wishes he could have done the girls. Although that would have probably that way he would have signed his death warrant. Well, that didn't get us anywhere. What should we do next? Maybe ask everyone what they did after we split up earlier? Yeah, that's probably the best place to start. That way we can piece together the day's events and see if any testimonies stand out as odd. So let's see. Alright, so here is fairly simple. You have to ask everyone at what they did. You can't skip any of them, so let's just do them in order, shall we? So Elliot, can you tell us what you've been up to? Well, I went down to the factory area with Machias because we wanted to make a few tweaks to our weapons. After that, Machias was still taking care of some stuff, but I hopped on the elevator and left. I headed to the arts training room to see how the modifications went, and that's basically it. Right, so you went to the factory first, got some weapon adjustment, then went to test out your staff. And Makis was with you initially, so he'll at least be able to verify that first part happened. Gotcha, thanks Elliot. Okay, let's ask Makis in fact. How about it, Makis? Can you tell us what you've been doing? Of course. First, I stopped by the factory area in the hold with Elliot to have some adjustments made to our weapons. Elliot finished up first and left while I stuck around waiting for my shotgun. About half an hour later, I finally left the hold as well as dropped by the game room, where I ran into none other than Uzis. We even ended up playing a fairly civil game of billiards too. We were still playing when all of this trouble happened. So you started a friendly game of billiards just like that. You're such good friends. We're not. Anyway, thanks for giving us your account, Makis. I only wish these dialogues were voiced. Okay, let's ask Uzis next. Certainly. First, I went to the close combat training room where I sparred for a while with Gaius. After practicing for a while, we parted ways, after which I went to the game room. I was there roughly 30 minutes before Regnitz wandered in to break my peaceful reverie. He was being his usual noisy self, so I figured I'd shut him up by besting him at a game of billiards. You just have to go and make yourself sound superior, don't you? Whoa, take it easy there, guys. Seems to add up with Makis' testimony. Well, yeah, so far there's no holes. So what about you guys? First I swung by the close combat training room where Uzis and I went a couple of rounds. Eventually we both left the room and headed to the elevator together. I was the first to get off at the 3rd floor. From the elevator I headed straight out to the front deck to enjoy the feeling of the breeze in my hair. So you trained with Uzis, then went to the front deck. Okay, that sounds legit. Okay, let's get down to the girls. What were you up doing that time, Elisa? Well, I was hanging around with Milliam for a while. We were sitting and talking at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hall. After a while, she remembered she had to do something and left. I stayed there, and pretty soon after that, Princess Alphen passed by and invited me to the royal room. That's it, I think. So you were with the princess? Thanks, Elisa. Next, Laura. I can, though I'm afraid there's really not much to tell. After everyone dispersed, I chose to remain behind on the bridge, observing the crew at work. Really? There's not really any point in inquiring any further then. Thanks, Laura. Oh, that was the easiest one. Next up, Emma. Well, actually I was with V the entire time. You were? Yup, she was. Celine was there too. They were both nearby when the lights went out too, so I'd have a hard time believing it's Emma. Right. He's got no reason to lie, but we are dealing with B here, so we can't be 100% certain he isn't Emma. What were you doing together then? Well, first we went to the reference room so I could investigate something. After that we went to the kitchen. Does that all check out for you? Yep, all of it. Finally, Milliam. Sure. Well, first, I was hanging out with Elisa at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hallway. We were just sitting around talking, though. But I remembered my bear. Your bear? I got him from Gramps and finally got him back from his train while we were in Ruhr. Anyway, I forgot I hadn't put him somewhere nice yet, so I went straight to the nap room to plop him down there. Alright. Thanks, Milliam. Well, that's everyone. Still, just asking everyone individually may not be enough to prove anything. Someone could be lying. Got a point. It might be good to get info about what people were doing from someone other than themselves. Maybe we could ask everyone if they saw anyone else. Oh, now that you mention it, that's a good idea. Thanks for the tip, Fee. It's what assistants do. True enough. In that case... Okay, the second round of questions revolve around the characters seeing other members of Class 7 as they were moving about throughout the day. Pay close attention to these dialogues because in them you will find the culprit. You said you went down to the factory area with Machias, right? Then you went to the arts training room. Did you happen to spot anyone besides Machias during all of that? Oh, actually, I did. On the way to the arts training room, I passed Eustace and Gaius together to say hi to them. Alright. I may as well take the opportunity to answer for myself. I saw no one other than Elliot and those I've already specified I met. As for me, I saw Elisa sitting alone at one of the tables on the 3rd floor when I went down there. Assuming everything we've heard earlier is true, I must have been there after Millium left and before Princess Alphin arrived. Alright, that gets a few people out of the way then. Okay, let's ask the next person. Okay, so that's Elliot, Eustace, and Gaius all at once. What about you, Machias? You met with Elliot and Eustace, right, Machias? Did you happen to spot anyone else while you were going about your business? I did, actually. I noticed Emma and Fee as I entered the game room. That must have been when they were headed to the kitchen area. So you saw Emma and Fee entering the kitchen. Got it. I didn't realize anyone had seen us going there. Same. Must have let my guard down. There's no need to feel bad about that. You were just walking around the Courageous, not infiltrating the secret base. Elisa, you said you talked with Millium for a while before she left, then later you invited to the royal room, right? That's right, yeah. Other than them, I did see Gaius pass through after Millium left. That must have been when he was on his way to the front deck to enjoy the wind or whatever. That's all though, I didn't see anyone else. Alright, thanks. Laura, she'll probably say that she didn't see anyone. You said you stayed on the bridge after everyone else left, right, Laura? Indeed. And of course, it follows that I saw none of our other classmates after that, nor did they see me. Fair enough. Yeah, not much we can do about that, indeed. Emma! You went to the reference room, then to the kitchen, right? And Fee was with you the whole time. You didn't see anyone else while you were wandering around, did you? You can answer this one, right? Of course, we did, yes. While we were on our way to the kitchen area, we saw Eustace enter the game room. Didn't see anyone else, though. Huh. Did you see Eustace, Fee? Yep. That's a relief. Just knowing that isn't a conclusive proof that Blue Blanc isn't masquerading as Emma, but oh well. So after you finished talking with Elisa, you went to the nap room, right, Millium? Did you see anyone other than Elisa during all of this? Nope, not a soul. Now I wish I'd just stay there, though. Then I might have got invited to see Princess Alphin too. Well, never mind that for now. Well, I think that's all we're gonna get. If you paid close enough attention, you will have already noticed who's the odd one out here. Okay, we'd ask everyone here what they did, and if they saw anyone else when they were doing it. Wanna go over it all again? Yeah, let's do that. First, the places where everyone started out were, if I remember correctly, Elliot and Machias were at the Oboe Factory in the 1st floor, Eustace and Gaius were in Close Combat Training Room on the 4th, Elise and Millium were at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hallway, finally Emma and I were in the reference room on the 2nd floor. Aside from Laura, who has no alibi, all of them were in groups of 2. True, which means everything you just listed is likely to be genuine. As for what they did afterward, though, we'll go over that now. Elliot left the Oboe Factory before Machias did, then went to the arts training room alone. On the way there, he also met Gaius and Eustace. Yep. After that, Gaius says he went to the deck on the 3rd floor, and Eustace went to the game room on the 2nd floor. That's right, and on my way there I saw Elisa in one of the 3rd floor hallway. That means I must have already left for the nap room by then. Yeah. Next up is Machias. About 30 minutes after Elliot left, factory room, you finished his business there and as well and headed to the game room. That does seem to mesh with my own experience, seeing as I was in the room alone for some time before he arrived. Yeah, then as I was walking into the game room, I noticed Emma and Fee walking into the kitchen. As for Emma and Fee themselves, we started in the reference room as I mentioned earlier, but eventually we moved on to the kitchen. I can't remember exactly how long we spent in the reference room though. But as we left and were on our way to the kitchen, we saw Eustace heading into the game room. Well, that's everyone. Did you manage to notice the odd one out this time? Any idea who's our guilty party, Reen? Yeah, I've got a good idea now. You do? You're cool sometimes, Reen. Could you share your idea with us then? Gladly. There's one who's actually Phantom Thief B in disguise is none other than... Okay, I'm just gonna be helping you out in your thought process just in case you haven't figured it out already. So, if you paid close attention to both Eustace and Emma's testimony, they pretty much went into the kitchen and the game room around the same time. In the same moment, actually. So, how did Machias manage to get in the game room, notice Fee and Emma entering the kitchen after 30 minutes? Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious who Phantom Thief B is, right? Machias? Why me? What's your evidence? Well, Machias said that he saw you and Emma enter the kitchen area, right? But if he did, where does that leave Emma's testimony? You mean the fact that she saw Eustace enter the game room? That's right, those two testimonies are at odds with each other. After all, Eustace said that Machias came to the game room roughly 30 minutes after he himself arrived, right? That's correct. Which means... Exactly, there's no way Machias could have seen Emma and Fee when he claims he did. It's just not possible. Well, you say that. But what if Emma's who's in wrong? It's true our testimonies contradict each other, yes, but why assume mine is more suspect? Because Emma wasn't the only one who saw Eustace. I did too. Which makes you our #1 suspect. Undoubtedly, my dear Fee, the doppelganger right in our midst is none other than Machias. I'm sure of it. The game is up, Phantom Thief B. Show yourself. Wow, that's Sherlock Holmes level. Oh. The voice lines can...
Well reasoned, my friends. A fine deduction if I say so myself. You are correct. I am Phantom Thief B.
The voiced bits can surely kill my own commentary. I can scarcely believe my eyes. He got us good. Haha, I'm impressed you were able to discern the truth from picking up on such a small inconsistency. Or perhaps I extend too generous a hand in helping you along after all. Yeah, you did kind of give yourself away, didn't ya? Helping us along? So your suspicious testimony was deliberate then? Spare us your cape-fluttering theatrics and just tell us where Machias is. The game is over. Haha, such a lively rejoinder. All I shall say is, the narrow storehouse.
But adieu, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to meeting you again on a new stage one day.
I wish I could say I hope to never see you again, but something tells me I will, and pretty soon at that. How does he do that? Never mind that now. We need to rescue Machias. At least he didn't make the clue all hard and stuff. Yeah, I can't think of anywhere other than the storage room on the 3rd floor that would fit that description. Let's go dig him out, I guess. Ouch. I only wish I could have been there when you were captured just to see the look on your face. Useless, ever's the smooth one.
You look a bit tired out, Marcus.
Yeah, I tried to imitate that. If it was that bad, I'm sorry. With Marcus saved, everyone else said about trying to find Phantom Thief B, but unsurprisingly, he was nary to be found. Still, they had at least managed to avoid any harm from his antics, so for the most part, all was well that ended well. And by guessing that Marcus was the odd one out, you both get the Phantom Thief's cape as a reward, and also 2 extra academy points. But enough of that. Let's just get on with the student recruitment
Where
now.
do you want to go?
First off, Brewer.
Leave it to me!
Come on, get a move on, game. Okay, my first recruitment is going to come from the RF store. It's gotta be... Wait, where the heck are you? Oh, there you are, Hugo. Ah, hello. Hey Hugo, you're on business? You bet. I'm here to finalize negotiation on a deal with the Reinford Company. Oh, and while I've got the chance, on behalf of Kleist & Co., let me thank you for your considerable efforts the other day. You're welcome? Sometimes it strains belief that you're just a student like us and not a seasoned businessman. Well, either way, this presents a good chance. There's something we wanted to talk to you about. Blah blah blah. I see. I expected you to turn up and ask me eventually. I'm certainly not opposed to fighting alongside you. After all, it seems like you've even got Becky lending you a hand. You'll come with us? Well, yes and no. I can't just hop on board right this instant. I still have my fingers in a few pies around here. In fact, I'm in the middle of setting up a commerce network with some other like-minded individuals. A commerce network? You heard me. This network will unite commercial firms and business all across Erebonia with Kleist & Co. at the center. And if everything goes according to plan, I just might be able to do something about the stagnated flow of goods into Erebonia. Or that's my plan, at least. It'd be quite the coup for Kleist & Co. heads of sales to bring an idea that big to life. I'd say it just makes sense for a man in my position, wouldn't you? Did you coming here have something to do with that then? That's right, but I'm done here, at least for the moment. There are still a few more places I need to stop by though. Which is why I'm afraid I can't come with you yet. Not until I've gotten all those boxes checked. Okay. Can we help him though? How about this? We got our own airship. How about we just go to all places you haven't gotten to yet? You? You've been flying all over the eastern half of the Empire. In all likelihood, we'll be paying those places a visit anyway. If you ask me, it seems sensible to let us take care of it. I think you're onto something there. Alright, I think I will let you guys handle this. Great, so where haven't you been able to get to yet? Legram and Ymir are my last 2. I had the chance to touch base with my contacts in all the other major locations already. All you need to do is find the person representing each town's merchants and vendors and get them to sign one of these. Seems perfectly doable. I'll make sure to get these where they need to go. Ymir should be a snap at least. I know the heads of the Merchants Association there. I think I know the person you're talking about in Legram. Well, good luck then. We'll meet up here when we finish everything up. I'll be commuting to and from Heimler and getting this squared away before I come on board. Sounds good to me. Shall we be off then? Okay, I'm gonna make a very, very, very long story short, as I will cut the video. Let's call the Courageous first and foremost.
Where do you want to go?
First off, you want to go to Ymir and go to the shop and talk to Camilla. Then you want to head, the item shop owner that also has the trade function. Then you want to head to Legram and talk to the item shop owner. Do these, go back to Ruhr, talk to Hugo, and he will join. I'll do them off screen, I'll see you when I'm done. Just to cut on some time.
Full speed ahead!
Okay, I've gotten both the contracts squared away, so let's get Hugo to join me, shall we? Oh, you're back. I take it you were able to get some fresh ink on those contracts then. Sure did. Okay, I'm gonna make this very short. Now, Hugo will join us. But he did ask us for a favor before we go. And that involves him getting into the Courageous. He asked us to help prep his shop. And this one will be pretty nice to have around. Expensive, but nice. That should do it. Make sure to bring only the best of the best from our company. It's a pretty fine selection, no? All that's left now is to use it all to aid you. Thanks, we really appreciate it. Here you go. Oh. Oh, hey, Becky. Don't you, hey Becky, me with that cool attitude of yours, wee man. First you decide to roll in out of nowhere, then you get bright idea to set up shop right bleeding next to me? What's the issue? This is just about the only spot worth setting up shop in. I figured even you would realize that. Even doesn't even realize how worried I was. Setting that aside, what's the deal with this wee network you're cobbling together all under the rug like? No one at the Grand Market got told, trying to cut us out of the picture, eh? Didn't you tell us that Legram and Ymir were the only places left? Sorry, I kept you in the dark on purpose. Not for any pernicious reason, I assure you, mostly so I could do this. Oh, smooth. What's this now? I figured it'd be the easiest to hand it to you in person since I knew you were already aboard the Courageous. And now that I'm here, we got the network Kleist & Co. and Celtic's representative working closely together. We should be able to handle things far more efficiently this way. I see you had this all planned out. Typical Hugo. Yeah, that makes sense for him, I guess. And now Hugo got to the Courageous. I'll show you what his shop has in store for us. Believe me, it's worth the effort to check it out. Although, like I mentioned briefly during the cutscene, his shop is rather expensive. You'll see what I mean. In his shop, first, no, I don't have any Cephid Masks to exchange. His shop sells the best version of each accessory in the game. Every single one of them. You can craft these, and that's the cheapest way to get them, but you can buy them here if you don't feel like crafting them all together. Most notably, here you can buy the gemstones. You know, the pendulums only crafted up to freaking maximum. Especially the evergreen, but I would recommend against buying one of these. You'll see what I mean very, very soon. So keep in mind that this shop is here, just in case you don't feel like crafting. Alright, next thing I want to do is actually go back to the bridge. There's something that I forgot to do back in Ymir. As you may remember, this is a new chapter, so...
Where do you want to go?
There's a new snowboard course that we can crack.
Leave it to me!
And the reward for this one, if I recall, is actually pretty nice. Okay. Course B3. We have to get all the flags and finished in 1 minute and 5 seconds. This will be fun. Or not.
Ha!
Okay, here I have to go to the right. I missed it. Ouch. Let's see if I can still win. Okay, that's good. Maybe it's because I'm playing with my OBS window open and not my TV, but I'm getting some slight input lag. I did change my capture card during my hiatus. I bought a USB capture card. It's very cheap, you can get it on Amazon for like 20 bucks or something. Ouch. I think I might lose here, actually. Lose for timeout. Come on, make it. Whew, even with 2 bumps, I managed to win.
I did it!
Yeah, barely though. Could have done a lot better. And for clearing the B3 course, we get the Enchantment Super Rare Quartz. We also get a new board. Okay, what did Enchantment do? Wind-based. There we go. Enchantment. Plus 25 Art Strike gives a Grim Butterfly, Cross Crusade, and Phantom Phobia. Makes enemies more likely to notice you. So it's like the Sand Quartz that Emma has on her right now. It has the same effect. It only gives the 3rd tier of the Time, Space, and Mirage arts. It's not bad per se, and I think I will be giving that to her pretty soon. Also, I'm gonna take my time to really reload the craft points on my party members right here. I mean, it's a free heal, so why say no? There we go. Okay, where do I want to go next? Let me get my notes real quick. Alright, for the next quest that we want to do, we do, unfortunately I should say, bring Machias with us. So, Sarah, would you mind sitting this one out for like 5 minutes or something? Thank you.
Where do you want to go?
And now we go to Ruhr once again.
Leave it to me!
Our destination is the Institute of Technology. Let's head there, fast as light. Man, turbo mode, I love it. Oh, aren't you guys students from class 7? How's it going? The name is Rato, isn't it? You're the researchers we met during our field study here. You're the one of Professor Smith's assistants, if I remember rightly. Oh yeah, didn't we help you out somewhere while we were here? Wow, good memory. It's good to see you guys again. Can't thank you enough for liberating Ruhr either. The number of reasons for me to be in your debt keeps going up and up. I don't know about that. Still, is there anything we can do for you? You seem bothered about something. Oh, you can tell? Well, you see, someone I know is missing. He actually goes to your school, but he's a 2nd year, so I don't know if you know him. His name's Stefan. Stefan? Did he ever mention being in the lower class chess club? He made it to Ruhr? He did, as a matter of fact. He made it here with a few other Thor students. One of his relatives is enrolled here, so he's ended up studying in our department on their recommendation. But where could he have gone? Do you happen to have any idea where he is now? I'm guessing he went to test this little gadget he's been working on here. I told him to be careful if you plan to go out, so I doubt we would have too much to worry about, but, you know. I'm still a little concerned though. Maybe we should go look for him. Yeah. Do you mind if we go out looking for him just in case? There's no way we turn our backs on anyone in danger, and on top of that, he's a fellow Thor student. Sure? I mean, if you are, by all means. I'm guessing Stefan's somewhere along the Nortia Highway. You've been there before, right? It's to the south. Take care though, the monsters around here have been more dangerous than ever lately. Thanks for the warning. We'll be sure to bring him back. Alright, let's head over to that highway. Okay, Northia Highway, huh? Let's go. Our objective is in Northia Highway 2.
Let's get going.
Thanks to the bike, this is one easy ride. Oh, wait. Okay, so here's the fourth cryptid that has appeared, and I am seriously going to avoid that. And that's where we need to go. We need to take a right at the first chance we get. Who knows, maybe we'll be able to see some combat this time. That we are. What the? That looks like... Don't come any closer. Goddess, please help me. Stefan! Hello there. Marcus? Green? Leave these monsters to us. We'll take care of them.
Enemy sighted. Let's take them out. Here I go.
Alright, so this is a fight with 3 Fate Spinner, nothing that we haven't faced before. So let's just give him hell.
Ha! Now!
You're done! Okay.
I really have to question why they're changing the link. Actually, no, I want Elisa to be linked with Fee and Emma with Reen.
One, and done. Right.
Okay, what were you weak against? Water, huh?
Let's go. Of course.
This'll make things easy. Just position bad. I could have gotten all 3. Oh well, no matter. Aerial will do.
My turn.
I'll Gale.
Second form. Gale!
Okay.
Fee, you might want to pass.
Hip! Now!
No triple kill, but this will do.
Let's keep going.
So close to level 94.
Yes!
But hey, Monkey's got a new craft. I think he gets this around level 85. But since we haven't used them, he gets a shotgun blast. A large area attack that inflicts balance down, has power, so it's pretty strong, and has a very high unbalanced rate. Jesus. It's probably gonna have a huge cost too, but what can I say? Whew, there we go. You're hurt, aren't you, Stefan? No, I'm fine. Thanks to you coming to my aid, I don't even have a scratch on me. Thank you so much, Marcus. The rest of you guys too. And now that I'm not about to become some monster's next meal, let me say that I'm just as glad to see you all. It's good to see you too. I was praying you made it out of Trista alright. Same here. Another happy reunion. It's rather touching to see them, isn't it? What are you doing all the way out here anyway? This doesn't seem like the safest place for a student to be alone. Well, I came here to conduct a test on a program I developed at the Institute. I think it'll prove useful to you, so if I could, I'd like to get it finished before hopping aboard. Unfortunately, I ran into a nasty bug during testing, and now it won't work properly. It was when I was trying to fix that those monsters suddenly surrounded me. I see. Well, in that case, I started programming quite a bit back at the academy, so I'm inclined to think I might be of some help to you. What do you say? Really, Marcus? That'd be swell. Programming is not really my field, but I do know machines. Mind if I chip in? Marcus and Stefan team up to debug the program. Meanwhile, the rest of Class 7 stood guard, ensuring that they could focus on their work. Okay. It's done. Now it works perfectly. Thank you, Marcus. And everyone here too. Thanks again. I'm just glad I wasn't out of my depth. Incidentally, what kind of program is it? It's a database system to gather info from combat situation. Not to blow on my own trumpet, but it's really useful. You can pull up anything stored in this little guy instantly. Wow, recording combat statistics, huh? That does sound rather convenient. Yep, and knowing is half the battle. I tried inputting the data from the fight you just had as a test, and it looked like it'll work great. Sorry I had to put you out to finish things, but thanks to you, it ended up being a huge success. I'll have to go and let Rado know about this right away. Alright, everyone ready to head back to the Institute? Oh yes, please. Thanks a ton for finding him. I'm guessing you're gonna go with them, Stefan? That's right. Still, thank you so much for all you've done for me. I'm going to do my best to support my fellow Academy students. Awesome, and good luck. I'll keep rooting for you. By the way, I put the database program you made onto a memory quartz. All you need to do is install it into one of the Courageous' computer and you'll be good to go. Thank you. This will sure come in handy. It'll be great to have you with us, Stefan. Let's work to take back our academy, together. You bet. So worked up, you'd think they were in some sports club instead. And Stefan is added to the Courageous. Okay, now the video is about 1 hour long at this point, but there is one more student, I think, actually two, that I need to get. 2, maybe 3, but I think I'm gonna break it right here as, well, like I said, the video is 1 hour long and I don't want to make it even longer. So join me next time as we will finish all the side quests in Act 2-3 and then hopefully start with the main plot. This has been Bahama Raven and I hope to see you very soon again. See you later, guys.